welcome to the VitaCast, episode 55. I'm your host, Tyler Oltoff, and in the distant future is Kyle Wakeling.
The very distant future.
You have no idea what we're talking about, but we know what we're talking about, so that's all that matters. Right, Kyle?
Yeah, this is all about us. This has nothing to do with the Vita.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
This is the Kyle and Tyler show.
The Kyle and Tyler show!
Yeah, I know, we need like a special like theme song intro. Not just, the heavy metal awesomeness that we have now.
Yeah, that's for sure. We could think of something. Or maybe
Kyle
have...
and Tyler.
Kyle, I think you need a new job.
I don't know, I like my job, Tyler.
You do? Well, that's good.
There you go.
Well, now I already forgot what we're talking about. The Vita!
I don't know. Yeah, probably.
Speaking of that little lovely handheld, let's talk about what we've been playing on that beast of a device. I've got it sitting right next to me, so I can look right here. I've been playing a ton of The Wolf Among Us. I'm pushing through the story. I just finished episode 2. I'm halfway through episode 3 right now. Shit is getting real.
Uh-oh, I'm excited.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to spoil anything. Of course, I don't want to make Kyle pissed at me. He'd end the podcast right now and be like, nope, it's done. Bye, Kyle. Or bye, Tyler.
Yeah, probably.
So, yeah. But I'm excited for you to jump into it. Then we can talk about it.
Yeah, me too.
But, yeah, other than that, I played more Final Fantasy X. I'm stuck right now on a boss that's fucking difficult as all hell. So, that's fun. So, I'm trying to figure out, like, the perfect formation and items equipped and characters to use to defeat this boss, and it's not working out. So, I'm trying. Also, last night, I played, like, 10 minutes of Borderlands 2, and I kind of want to start playing again because it was just entertaining running around doing, like, the side missions. I really need to jump back into that game. And all these other games I have, oh my god. I feel like there's something else I played. I think I played a little bit of Freedom Wars. Yeah, I did. I played Freedom Wars a little bit with my friend. Not too much. We played like 2 or 3 missions, and that was that. So yeah, other than that, there's probably something. I'll let you know later. Let's throw it to Kyle. Kyle, what have you been playing this week?
Well, right at the end of last, I guess, week before the podcast, I had finished the Senran Kagura Bon Appetit, and I was writing that up for review, so I got that finished and kind of went over it again in a little bit of extra fun, I guess, and just made sure I had everything covered and got that written up for review, so I'll talk about that in a minute. And other than that, I've pretty much just been playing Tales of Hearts R. I'm trying to grind towards that end, and I was stuck on a boss, so I had to go back and grind like 8 levels, and just OP.
Oh boy, gotta love that grinding.
For a little while until I hit the next boss. That's what happened last time. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I've been playing on Vita. I've been actually dipping a little into PS4. I updated Drive Club and played that. And yeah, I don't know.
Nice.
I just needed a little Drive Club in my life.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
All right. You need to play some more games. I'm playing all the games here, Kyle. What's going on?
I know. I think it's Tales of Hearts.
Yeah.
I think I'm just really trying to, get that done. So I haven't really played a whole lot else, even though I have so much that I want to go and play. But hopefully I'll finish that this week, and then I will be free to play whatever I want.
Yeah, there's no problem with that. You gotta get that review done, and the game is probably pretty long. How far are you into it, you think?
I have no idea. Like, I got lost, and then I had to go and, like, grind a whole bunch of times for, like, ridiculous long time that I probably shouldn't have, had to grind for.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I don't know actually how long I've played. I think the game counter reads, like, I think it's 24 hours and something. Or maybe it's 28 hours and something.
So you are
But I've,
into it.
I've but I've played way more than that because I also got to points where I'd go into a boss and I hadn't saved right before, and it like screwed me over, and then I'd die and I had to like grind, but there was no way to get out of where I was, so I was like, so I had to load like an old save and like go back after like trying 15 times. So
Damn.
yeah, my actual time on it, I bet you it's at 40 hours. So,
Jeez.
yeah.
Well, have fun with that. I need to get back into that game as well.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's head on to the reviews for this week. So, what did we review this week, Kyle?
Well, first up is me, Senran Kagura Bon Appetit. I gave it a 3.8 out of 5, and I said, while Bon Appetit may not be up there with the likes of Project Diva and DJ Max, it carves its own little niche into my playlist with a unique blend of fan service, originality, customization, and rhythm. Unless you're the destroyer of rhythm worlds with perfect precision on the hardest of songs and just hate the sight of breasts, this one might be worth a look. So, yeah, I enjoyed it, to say the least. It obviously wasn't perfect, and there was a couple little issues there. If you read the review, you'll hear about them. But yeah, I enjoyed it. It was cool. I'd play another one, so there you go. You haven't played that, have you, Tyler?
I have not. I am.
It's a shame.
Hold on a second. I've tried like the Hatsune Miku games, and I don't know. I don't know if rhythm music games are my taste, although I love Guitar Hero, but I mean, I play the actual guitar, so, and I'm holding a guitar controller, so it feels right. I don't know. If it's on sale maybe one of these days, then I might grab it.
Well, you could always just grab the base game and try that. It's only $15. That's
Only $15.
Well, I don't know. Like, compared to a lot of other games, it's
well, yeah,
cheap.
It's cheap, but it's still $15, and if I don't like it, then
It'll be on sale, Tyler.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to the next review, Rockbosher's DX Director's Cut, which was reviewed by Charlie, and he gave it a 4 out of 5, saying, quote, Tiki Pod's Rockbosher's DX Director's Cut is fun, frantic throwback to a time when games came on cassettes and were judged on gameplay and not graphics. If you can look past the 80s visuals, you'll find a twin-stick shooter-cum-puzzler is brilliantly simple, yet fiendishly challenging. So, looks like he really enjoyed that one, and it's a retro-esque throwback. So, if you like something like that, or if you might like something like that, check out his review. Have you played that one, Tyler?
Yeah, I really enjoyed the music in the intro. I was jamming out to that in my video. The game it's weird, but I definitely need to get back into some more of that. But there's just, I keep saying that about pretty much every game we're talking about. If I own it, I need to get into it. So I played, I think, the first 20 minutes of the game, so I really haven't got a big taste of it yet.
Well, I haven't played it at all, so that's more than me. Alright, moving on to the next review, Final Horizon, which was reviewed by Paul, and he also gave it a 4 out of 5, and he says, quote, if you love tower defense titles, then it's a no-brainer. Great design, very addictive, and the score challenge mode will have you playing for ages, end quote. So, simple and to the point there. Hopefully the game is simple and to the good point. But you'll have to read his review to get more out of him. Have you played that one, Tyler?
I have not played that one. That one's the one free on Plus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't even tagged that game yet.
Tyler, what are you doing?
I don't know. I don't know if it's something that I would enjoy.
Oh, I thought you'd be all over that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Alright, well, moving on.
I don't like everything, Kyle.
I don't know. You play a lot of games, man. You play a lot more than I do. I'm way more picky than you.
Yeah, well, here's my pickiness right here, coming out.
Boom, there it is. Alright, moving on. The last review for the week is Fantasy Hero Unsigned Legacy, reviewed by Brad, and he gave it a 2.1 out of 5. And he says, Fantasy Hero Unsigned Legacy is a Japanese action RPG that sticks close to the tried and true JRPG formula. The game's Constant grinding of enemies quickly wears thin after a while, and numerous problems with the game make it frustrating to play and even more difficult to enjoy. End quote. So, looks like he didn't have too much fun with Fantasy Hero. I know you've played this one, Tyler. So, what did you think? What's your opinion on that?
Well, I actually like it, but I probably haven't played enough as much as Brad has played to be able to review it like he did. So, if it, I read little bits of it and of his review, and if it gets to what he was saying, then I could see it being very frustrating. So, what I've played so far, I enjoy. But like I said about Rock Bosch's DX and Tales of Hearts are, I need to get into it. I've got too many games and it's being pushed aside right now. So sadly, I haven't got enough into it yet.
Well, there you go.
And it's not even out for you, is it?
No. Yeah, it's US only right now, so I couldn't even get it if I wanted it. And I kind of want it, and I'm not sure.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Boo.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on a second. Never mind. I don't even want to go into it.
What? Go on. Bring it up.
So if you go onto the PlayStation Store right now, you don't you don't share anything with the United States PlayStation Network store.
Well, we do. Like, I believe it's the same idea as Europe, where it's the same store, but they have like a content tag. So if you're in Germany and there's something that you're not allowed to have, there's a tag that says when you're on the German store it doesn't show up.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna be like, so wait a minute. You can see it. It's just not downloadable. What the hell?
Yeah, it's weird. There's actually a funny kind of little thing. If you go on the PlayStation, like any PlayStation Store link on your Vita, that's for out of your region, you can actually get it to open up in the PlayStation Store app, even if it's a listing from out of your region. So you could link to that specific game on the store, copy that link, and open it up in the browser, and it opens up in the PlayStation Store thing to buy, and it's out of your region. Even like you can't buy it, but like it has the full listing there. So it shows that they're all really interconnected. It's just like
hidden.
I think what it is it when you log on, it checks your credentials, and it kind of like uses some sort of tag system to place you where you're supposed to be.
That's weird.
Yeah.
But very interesting.
Indeed.
All right, let's move along. We got a lot of news to talk about, so we'll jump into that in a second. But first, we've got the new releases. So it was supposed to be Charlie last week, but he flaked out on us. Charlie. God. So we had Kyle do it. Kyle enjoyed it, right, Kyle?
Oh, yeah. It was lovely.
So maybe Kyle will take it again this week. Maybe I'll take it. Maybe Charlie won't be a flake. I'm going to see if I can bug him, if he even listens. Maybe he'll do it this week. But anyways, those new releases, here they are.
And get to the new releases we shall. In both regions, Europe and North America, we've got Oddworld Munch's Odyssey HD releasing. Also in just Europe, we've got Field Runners 2, the Grip Games Anthology, the Grip Games PlayStation Vita Collection, Resogun, Switch Galaxy Ultra, and in just Spain of the European region, Tadeo Jones and the Lost Scroll. That's it for this week, so back to you, Tyler.
All right, thank you for those new releases, person that we have no idea who you are. Kyle, did you pick up Oddworld?
I did not.
Are you gonna pick it up?
Probably not.
Why not?
I'm not a big Oddworld fan, Tyler.
Is something odd about it?
I don't know, it just didn't click with me. It's just
I gotcha.
Never something I've tried it. I think I played one of them on Xbox at a friend's house, and then I think I've played a PlayStation 1 too, but I don't know, I just couldn't get into it. Not for me.
Yeah. I gotcha. Yeah, I'm not gonna get it either. I think the original one. I don't know which one is more original. I can't remember. But the one that's not out yet for the Vita is the one I like. So maybe if they ever release that one. I think it's the new and tasty one.
Yeah.
I think that's the one that I actually liked. But yeah, Also, Resogun not coming out in North America. What's up with that?
Well, next week. We get it next week.
It's next. Okay. I thought it was this week. I don't know.
Nope, right before Christmas.
All right, I'm crazy. Anyways, let's go to the not new releases. We just did that. Let's go to the news. So we've got a lot here. So strap in. First up, developer Hunex have announced that the PlayStation Vita version of Kyle loves me. Iro Toradori no Seki World's End Rebirth will release in Japan on March 19th, 2015. Here's the plot details for the uninitiated. In Iro Toradori, the protagonist of the game has the power to cure people through touch. However, the gift comes with a price, as each such good deed causes him to lose some of his memories. The story involves him traveling between two worlds, the real and the other, in order to recover that which he's lost, and to help the heroines with their problems. So he's going to be touching girls. Kyle sold. Anyways, being in... Yeah, Kyle's ready. You gonna get
I'm
it,
always
Kyle?
ready, Tyler. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see.
All right, continuing on. Being in Eroge, it's Eroge? I feel like I'm saying that wrong, but whatever. It's set to be toned down for the Vita. The more scandalous content substituted by stuff from the fan disc, as well as new scenarios and graphics to be provided by the staff of the original game. Other changes on the way to the Vita include new gameplay that takes advantage of the PlayStation Vita's touch compatibilities, though they aren't exactly... I gotta learn how to read here. It's always those Japanese words that screw up the English for me. Though what they are exactly hasn't been specified. That's what I was trying to say. Alongside the announcement, they also revealed that a demo for the game, not the whole game, that wouldn't be a demo. The game would be made available on the Japanese PlayStation Store for free on December 25th, 2014, 3 months ahead of the game's release. So check it out if you've got a Japanese account and language skills this Christmas. Next up, Kaga Create has announced that they're bringing adventure game Friend to Lover to PlayStation Vita early next year. A port of the PC version of the game, the Vita version of Friend to Lover will feature a number of enhancements and additions, including revised scenarios, a new summer event, tons of new CG scenes, and even a brand new character. If you haven't heard of the game before, here's a plot description courtesy of VNDB and Jamatsu. Quote, "It's spring once again and the cherry blossoms are in full bloom. It's the season of the beginning of a new life. The protagonist has lots of fun being with his guy friends, but he wishes for something more, a girlfriend. It's not only him that has these kinds of feelings, the girls around him also feel the same way. He aggressively pursues those close to him since love won't come to those who wait." End quote. Friend to Lover will be available for PlayStation Vita March 26th in Japan, with the standard physical edition priced at 6,800 yen, and the digital copy a slightly more palatable 6,000 yen. If you're looking for a limited edition, however, they've got you covered there too, a first-run version dropping for a cool 8,800 yen alongside the others. Next up, prepare to skate at the Fun Fair. Well, it's not exactly a fun fair, but a new location for Ollie Ollie 2, Welcome to Ollywood, has been revealed, and it turns out that you'll be able to skate around in a 10-level post-apocalyptic carnival. Carnival of the Dead is the fourth world that has been announced for Ollie Ollie 2, alongside Ollywood, Curse of the Aztec, and Gunmetal Creek. The game is set to launch on PlayStation Vita in 2015, and new features include split-screen multiplayer and a time attack mode. So, there you go.
Woo! Ollie Ollie!
What up?
Yeah, boy. I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Alright, moving on. Arc System Works are porting a version of side-scrolling fantasy title Eternal Blade to the PlayStation Vita, now renamed Time Avenger. Originally released on the Nintendo 3DS, Time Avenger is set to release in Japan this December at a price of 1,500 yen. Aside from the Japanese text, the PlayStation Vita version looks exactly the same as the one that released on the 3DS. The game is being developed by Core Cell Technology from Thailand, and it's one of the few companies that make games for consoles in the country. Their previous efforts were both PlayStation Move titles, light gun game Wicked Monsters Blast, and Crazy Strike Bowling. As soon as we have more information on Time Avenger, we'll be sure to let you know. And a couple days ago, we brought you news on a new system and potential playable character in Bandai Namco's upcoming One Piece Pirate Warriors 3. The rumors have now been confirmed, and the Revolutionary Army Chief of Staff, Sabo, will indeed be playable instantly as long as you're lucky enough to pick up a first print copy of the game. Included within these versions will be 3 separate download codes, which will unlock all sorts of bonus goodies. The first code will give you access to Sabo, the second a special costume for Luffy, and lastly a character download code for the smartphone game One Piece Treasure Cruise. But when will these first print copies be available, I hear you cry? As soon as the game releases in Japan, which has been revealed by Japanese magazine Shonen Jump as being March 26th. We were also given pricing information. The PlayStation Vita version will cost 6,800 yen, which is approximately $57 US, or 36, I guess that's British pounds, whereas the console counterparts will cost 7,800 yen, which is about 42 British pounds, or $65 US. We also now know that the main game mode will be Legends Log, in which players will experience a number of legendary episodes, including Luffy's journey and the Dressrosa arc. One Piece Pirate Warriors 3 will release simultaneously on PlayStation Vita, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4 in Japan on March 26th, and we still await details on a Western release. Get ready to pimp your PlayStation Vita God Eater style. Rage Burst, the expansion of God Eater 2, is set to hit Japan stores on February 19th, and ahead of the anticipated release, developer Bandai Namco have revealed a host of God Eater-inspired limited edition Sony consoles. But these special designs aren't just limited to the PlayStation Vita, PlayStation 4, and even the PlayStation TV, or PlayStation Vita TV over there, will have their own editions. Sorry, PlayStation 3 owners, but you're left out. The PlayStation Vita version will come in 2 colors, Glacier White and Jet Black. Included with each will be a special Rage Burst sleeve and download code for an exclusive God Eater theme on your PlayStation Vita. They will be unleashed in Japan on February 4th and will cost 20,980 yen, or 112 British pounds, approximately 177 US dollars. Finally, the PlayStation TV is also getting some God Eater 2 Rage Burst love. It will release on the same date as the PlayStation Vita and cost 16,280 yen, which is about 87 British pounds and $137 US plus tax. Much like the game that inspired them, these limited edition consoles have only been announced for Japan so far.
Release them here, even though it probably won't happen.
They really should just make a store for like all these sorts of things, and just like when Japan releases these crazy things, have them available via import through like the Sony store or something.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
It would.
But that is releasing on my mom's birthday, so I know what she's getting me for her birthday. Just kidding. Oh gosh. Anyways, let's continue on. Next up, Japanese magazine Shonen Jump have certainly been keeping us PlayStation Vita fans excited this week after revealing the release date for One Piece Pirate Warriors 3 within the very same issue. They have also announced to the world that a World Trigger video game is in the works for PlayStation Vita. The full title for the game will be World Trigger Borderless Mission. From the press release, we know that the game will be a team cooperation and battle action title. The game is set to encourage creativity by giving players a number of different options in various situations. The game will take place in Megado City, the setting of the original Magna series, and players will also have the ability to use platoons and triggers for different gameplay elements. A multiplayer mode will also be included, in which players can take on missions together. This will include more strategic gameplay, such as editing platoons and assigning players different roles, such as attacker, shooter, gunner, and sniper. As further details are revealed, the Vita Lounge will be sure to let you know. Next up, due to the fact that Bandai Namco Games is behind both Sword Art Online and the irregular At Magic High School appearances on the PlayStation Vita, it should be no surprise that they're bringing some content from the former to the later. The first bit of content announced is an Asuna costume for Mayuki Shiba. What's interesting, however, is how the release will be distributed, at least initially. The costume will be available at launch by scanning a QR code on a flyer that video game retailers in the release region, Japan, will be responsible for displaying. That said, it's of note that the Asuna costume is only supposed to be exclusive to the QR code method for a limited time. After the promotional period, the costume will go free on the Japanese PlayStation Network for all. The Regular at Magic High School Out of Order is set to release December 25th in Japan with no word on a Western release. Bring it out here. Come on, Bandai. You got all these games. Give them to us all.
I know. All Bandai Namco's games.
Yes, they're making some good games.
They really are. And they make a lot of Vita games, too. So they're not just getting us in quality, they're getting us in quantity as well.
Awesome. Yeah, it's very awesome. But they need to bring it here to make it even more awesome.
Very true.
Alright, next up. We get news from Idea Factory International regarding update release dates for the European versions of Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 2nd Sister Generations. Remember that post from 3 weeks ago when we announced the release dates for the North American and European versions of Rebirth 2? Well, it's not entirely accurate anymore, at least when we're speaking of Europe. Idea Factory International issued a press release today which notifies of a new set of release dates for both editions of the game in the region, moving the release date for the physical version from January 30th to a week later on February 6th, and bumping the digital version from January 28th to 2 weeks later on February 11th. The release date shuffle, got to love it, right? Speaking of release dates, though, we've got word on the limited edition version of the game set to release day and date with the physical copies, which will include the following: a copy of the game, Nepgear's Memories 2015 desktop calendar, Sisters Melodies soundtrack CD, collector's box, reversible cover sheet. Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth Sisters Generation is almost here, and can you taste it? I can taste it. Can you, Kyle?
Oh, yeah. Tastes good.
Oh, boy.
Alrighty. Bandai Namco again. Here we go. Bandai Namco have certainly been busy over the past few days, apparently, with a whole host of upcoming Vita titles receiving new details. This now includes third Super Robot Wars Z Tengoku Hen, which was announced for the PlayStation Vita and PlayStation 3 during the Super Robot Wars live stream. It will launch on April 2nd in Japan and cost 7,120 yen, which is approximately 38 British pounds or 60 US dollars on PlayStation Vita. And as is commonplace with big Japanese releases, there will be some sort of first print bonuses for those lucky enough to get their copy straight away. One of these bonuses will be a download code for Rengoku Hen, an original story set to fill the gap between Jigoku Hen and Tengoku Hen. If you've completed the previous game in this series and still have the saved data, make sure you keep a hold of it too, as you'll be able to unlock special bonuses with it. Also revealed were the game's comeback and newly participating works, which are as follows. Revival works are After War Gundam X, Genesis of Aquarian, Invincible Steel Man Daitarn 3, Invincible Superman Zambot 3, and Turna Gundam. And new works are Armored Trooper Votom's Phantom Chapter, Armored Trooper Votom's Alone Again, Die Buster, Evangelion 3.0 You Cannot Redo, Full Metal Panic, and Gargantia on the Virtuous Planet. Alrighty, so that's that. That was quite a list of names to read.
Oh, yeah. Glad I didn't have to read that.
Yeah, definitely. Moving on. In a press release, Group Games have announced the cancellation of the Vita port of Unmechanical. Boo. After pleasing PlayStation Vita fans last week with the release of the Grip Games Minis collection on the PlayStation Store, the developer behind such titles as Atomic Ninjas, The Impossible Game, and Jet Car Stunts have now given us some bad news. A few months ago, Grip Games announced their intention of bringing their flying robot puzzle title to PlayStation Vita, PlayStation 3, and PlayStation 4, after its initial success on PC. Unfortunately, a recent press announcement has revealed that, for the time being, PlayStation Vita owners won't be getting their hands on a copy of the game. The developer wrote this in regards to the PlayStation Vita version. Quote, We also regret to announce that for the time being, we have cancelled the planned PlayStation Vita version. While it is possible that this version will eventually be released, it definitely won't be simultaneously with other versions." End quote. It seems that it's still possible that the game could be released on Sony's handheld, blah, blah, blah. Can't read English words, it's just like you, at some point in the future. But for the time being, Grip Games are focusing completely on the console versions. After such a positive few weeks for the Vita, from all the announcements at the PlayStation Experience, this certainly has soured the atmosphere somewhat.
Meh.
We have an angry sheep over here.
That's bad news.
Indeed. It's definitely not good news. I'll tell you that much. All right, moving on with the news.
Good news.
We have so much.
We have good news coming, right?
Yeah, this is good news.
Yeah.
So, Sony have announced that the PlayStation Vita will launch in China on January 11th, 2015.
Oh, yeah.
Almost 3 years after it launched in Europe and the US, which that kind of sucks, but hey, you're getting it. Alongside the announcement, Sony also announced that China would get a bundle which comes with a protective case for the PlayStation Vita that features a Chinese dragon design and the console in either black or white. Also included as part of the announcement, Sony said the following in regards to game releases. Quote, "Healthy games that are suitable to China's national conditions, as according to the relevant government policies." End quote. The announcement follows a recent lift of a 12-year console ban in China, so hey, at least they're getting some games.
So when they say healthy games, do they mean like Fruit Ninja?
I don't think so.
Oh, well, that's healthy. Chopping fruit.
I don't know.
Okay. You're supposed to know these.
I don't know if that's the best, values to instill. Just chop things all the time. Just throw it up in the air and chop it.
Well, if you hit the bombs, you die. So, I mean, it's good values right there.
Hit the bombs. So don't hit the bombs. Chop everything else. Okay.
Yeah. Great
I don't know.
values.
Doesn't sound too good to me.
Oh, you haven't tried it, Kyle.
Let's see you try it on video, Tyler.
Continuing on. Square Enix announces new entry to the Saga franchise in time for its 25th anniversary. Very little is known about the title as of yet. However, it's confirmed that Saga will release in 2015 on Vita, at least in Japan. A short teaser confirming the game's 2015 release date can be found on the site, but for more news on Saga, keep your eyes and ears on everything coming out on the Vita Lounge. Next up, a press release has revealed the North American release date of Tokyo Twilight Ghost Hunters. If you haven't heard of Arc System Works Tokyo Twilight Ghost Hunters yet, here's a quick lowdown on the premise of the game from the press release. Quote, "As the protagonist of the game and recent transfer to a new school, you join as a part-timer at a magazine company called the Gatekeepers. However, you soon realize that the Gatekeepers are a front for a mysterious ghost hunting operation. Are you ready to battle things that go bump in the night?" End quote. A 13-chapter visual novel with turn-based RPG battle elements, you can now look forward to playing the localization of Tokyo Twilight Ghost Hunters on March 10th in North America. If you're the kind that pre-orders, the option is now available via a button at the bottom of the page here. As for the European release of the title, all we've heard so far is 2015, but given that it's being published by NIS America in the region, the release dates were never likely to line up anyways. Next up, visual novel Steins Gate from 5BP at Mages is coming west next year, thanks to publisher P-Cube. Haven't heard of Steins Gate? Set in Akihabara, the game follows a group of friends who accidentally invent a method of sending messages into their past. The discovery drags them into a world of conspiracy where one choice can change the course of history. Here's the announcement of localization from the press release. Quote, "Mages, 5BP, and science adventure teams critically acclaimed Steins Gate will be coming to PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Vita systems in 2015 for both Europe and North America." End quote. No specific release date has been confirmed yet. However, you can be sure the Vita Lounge will let you know when.
Woo! Steins Gate.
Yeah, that Steins Gate.
I'm looking forward to that.
I know nothing about it other than what I just read, but it sounds interesting, so I'll probably have to pick it up.
I've watched the anime. It was okay, but I'm thinking the game is gonna be better, just like how Danganronpa is better as a game than an anime.
Right, more fleshed out.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah. Plus the interaction just kind of, it makes you care more.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Almost 2 years after Just Add Water and Oddworld Inhabitants released the HD upgrade for Stranger's Wrath on the PlayStation Vita, they are now back with remastered version of their first 3D Oddworld title, which was originally released in 2001. Oddworld Inhabitants community manager Will Bunce Edwards wrote on the European blog to explain a little more about the game. Quote, Abe is back after starring in the first two Oddworld games, but now he's playing second fiddle to a new hero called Munch. Munch is a gabbit and the last of his kind, and as their guardian angel, it's your destiny to bring his species back from the brink of extinction. Munch and Abe's destination is Vickers Labs, a floating pharmaceutical station running all sorts of grisly experiments on Oddworld's cutest critters in the name of Better Fabric Softener. That's a horrible idea. It's here that they not only find not only stockpiled Mudokon eggs on sale to factory owners as cheap labor, but also the last can of Gabiar, the disgusting delicacy that is raw gabbit eggs. On their way, they'll infiltrate factories and bankrupt the CEOs by donating to a corrupt charity that's funding their latest odyssey. Munch's Odyssey carries many similar themes and mechanics to Abe's Odyssey, including the planned extinction of a species, rescuing slaves and test subjects, and the ability to take control of your enemies, but expands massively with the option to switch characters at any time, pick up and throw objects, swim in water, and use new game speak to incite slave rebellions, native uprisings, and lab rat revolutions. End quote. Oddworld Inhabitants have also stated that the game will be English only with no other languages supported, and that it will be PlayStation TV compatible. So look forward to that. That should be out by the time that this podcast releases.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Moving on. Brad first brought you the news about Crinkle Crusher back in April, and now Brazilian developer Elusis Interactive Graphics have revealed a few more details about the game, as well as a trailer you can view on the site showing exactly what you can expect. Described as an action castle defense game, the idea is that you use elemental spells to defend your kingdom from funny creatures called Crinkles. Following a lengthy spell of peace, these creatures have returned just as the ancient tree has yielded its first new fruit in centuries. It's easy to be fooled by the cuteness of the Crinkles, but they are insatiable and will apparently devour anything and everything in their way. In order to defend your kingdom from the critters with a big appetite, you play the role of a mighty wizard, or more specifically, his enchanted glove. By making gestures, you will unleash elemental spells to zap, freeze, or even set invaders on fire. The Crinkles come in various types, and some of them are more ingenious than others. Elemental ones can eat through your spells, while others will dig tunnels in an attempt to launch a direct attack. There are also larger ones, and these Crinkle bosses will require unique strategies to be defeated. Crinkle Crusher launches this February on PlayStation Vita. And next up, upcoming PlayStation Vita title, Ronin of Ukiyo, is an action title that will play out like a samurai-style action film. The game's website has revealed some of the latest features to be included in the title. Ronin of Ukiyo's standard attacks are quite simple to master. There will be weaker attacks that are quite quick to perform, and strong attacks that take a little longer to connect. You will also be able to launch enemies up into the air and then keep them airborne with the use of aerial combos. Once you have filled up a certain meter, there is a slice and dice dance move that you can unleash that will cut down all enemies around you continuously until the meter drains. This maneuver also has a flashy finisher to complement it, but you'll only want to use this when your enemies overpower you. Another ability that is introduced is the Secret Sword technique, a powerful move that also requires you to fill up a gauge before use. Fear not if the sword is not your weapon of choice, as each weapon will have a Secret Sword technique available, so you don't have to miss out. The majority of these abilities will be learnt via the use of mastery points. However, you can steal these abilities from the enemies that you battle when they attempt to use the moves against you. This will enable you to save the mastery points you earn to spend on other skills. The abilities that you do acquire can be named however you see fit, ensuring for some fantastical and funny names to follow your character's best moves. If you ever get bored of hacking and slashing all the enemies that you face, you can instead cut away their clothes, revealing naughty images which are collectibles in the game. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Customization of your character is also encouraged, so some ridiculous looking samurai are sure to be seen on the battlefield. Releasing in Japan on February 11th, be sure to keep your eyes on the Vita Lounge for all the Ronin of Ukiyo news that you will need. And I'm sorry if you can hear this, but my cat is whining in the background.
That's alright. Slightly.
Yeah.
But I got dogs barking every once in a while say, you're just joining the... Yep, there it goes. I heard it. We've got another person joining the podcast, I guess.
Pretty much.
That's fine with me. Anyways, next up, we're almost done here, people. Japanese magazine V-Jump has revealed details of Digimon story Cyber Sleuth's voice cast, release date, and price amongst other details. We are told that Digimon story Cyber Sleuth will release for the PlayStation Vita in Japan on March 12th at a cost of 7,171 yen. Those that buy the first print run copies of the game will receive Digimon Black Agumon and Black Gabumon, whose final evolution is Omnimon's Warp. The magazine also tells us that there will be 13 Royal Knights with Jessamine, Ulforce V-Dragon, and Dukemon newly confirmed. The game will also feature a Colosseum mode where players can enter their Digimon into battle with other players' Digimon via network play complete with user rankings. There we go. Now that the Japanese release date for Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth has been announced, our fingers are firmly crossed awaiting for Bandai Namco to reveal a Western release. Yes, I agree.
Please, Bamco, please.
Yes. Next up, Nico Works, a one-man studio from Paris, is working on a Japanese-style 3D turn-based RPG that is currently going by the name of Project Light. Not much has been revealed about the game, but what we do know is that Project Light is set in an underground cyberpunk world ruled by a fierce empire. Playing as a girl called Haru, you team up with a mysterious girl to retaliate against the police forces and oppressors of this world. One thing that we do know is that Project Light sure does look pretty, as you can see in the screenshots on this page, so definitely go check out the page if you want to see those. Due to launch on the PlayStation Vita in 2015, Project Light will be released in English, French, and Japanese languages, and we'll be sure to let you know more when we find out about it. Next up, Famitsu has revealed that Vanillaware will be releasing a complete edition of Muramasa Rebirth that will include all of the game's DLC in Japan on March 19th, costing 4,500 yen. The catchily titled Muramasa Rebirth plus all 4 DLC product code package will include a copy of the original game and download codes for the 4 DLC packs: Fishy Tales of Nekomata, A Curse of Daikon 4, A Spirited 7 Nights, Haunting and Hells Where the Heart Is, that have been released for Muramasa Rebirth. There is no news on whether this complete package will appear in the Western territories, but keep an eye on the Vita Lounge, as we'll be sure to let you know.
2 things. First, best name ever.
Yes.
Second, it better appear because I want that. I don't have any of the DLC for that game, and I would totally replay that.
Nice. I thought you did get the DLC.
No, I didn't. I was gonna, and then I never ended up getting it.
So this one has your interest.
It does. I want all the DLC.
Wait, so would it save you money to do this?
No. I'm hearing like that they're gonna release a separate DLC thing, like bundle. That's just the DLC when they do that. They do it for most of the games that they do that for anyway. So,
okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for, and I hope they follow suit over here. And I'm like, bam, all those DLCs.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, either that or put them on sale, something.
Yeah.
Damn it. Anyway, moving on. We're on the home stretch here for news, so hold on to your seats, people. A holiday raid event that allows you to take on Santa for the free-to-play Destiny of Spirits is currently available. In the raid, you can fight a different boss each day, with the final boss being Santa Claus himself. Santa's elves are not separate enemies, but instead the elves and Saint Nick are considered to be one spirit within the game. Tsukuyomi, Igatiku, and Verdandi are 3 spirits that are already in the game, and they have Santa versions available that gives them different costumes and abilities. If you manage to defeat enough raid bosses, you will unlock Santa Claus as a light spirit. This version of everyone's favorite red-suited bearded man uses a present-for-you battle skill that will deal heavy damage, and Children's Dream, a skill that will increase your ability to perform a counter-attack. The Holly and Jolly event for the game is now live and will run until December 24th, so get into that Destiny of Spirit. Next up, this week's Famitsu has revealed that X-Play's Lost Memories will release for the PlayStation Vita in Japan on April 9th. Costing 6,264 yen for a physical copy or 4,800 yen for a digital copy, X-Play's Lost Memories protagonist goes by the name of Watashi, which means me in Japanese, and is voiced by Ayumi Fujimura. We also learn that there's a new heroine called Nobody who has lost her memory and is voiced by Nao Toyama. The third and final character we learn about is Emoto, Japanese for younger sister, who is voiced by Nomizu Iori. With no news yet on a Western release for X-Play's Lost Memories, be sure to check the Vita Lounge and the Vita Cast for all the updates on the title that you will need. And the last piece of news. Developer Relevo has posted some breaking news on their Twitter regarding Baboon, a finalized European release date. Aw, yeah.
Whoop whoop.
Just 2 weeks ago, we brought you the news that Relevo's Baboon would be hitting the European PlayStation Store this January, and now we're back to get a little more specific on that date of the union. Here's the reveal tweet. Relevo Video Games at Relevo, REL3VO on Twitter, says, quote, breaking, Baboon for PS Vita officially launches in the European PS Store in January the 28th, 2015, end quote. Start stockpiling bananas now, Vita fans. You're going to need plenty of fuel for this one in just over a month's time. And just so you know, as for a North American release, nothing has been announced yet. Other than that, it's coming, so we're waiting to hear. And that's the news.
Oh yeah. That was a lot.
It's over.
That's all of it. There's no more.
There's no more.
Ever.
Not ever.
I'm kidding.
You're not that lucky. Or unlucky. That would be unlucky. Unless we just didn't report it.
Yeah, that's very true. We could just stop. Yeah. But no, we won't.
Not doing that.
Nope. We're here to stay.
For sure.
All right, talking points. What have we got to talk about, Kyle?
All right, well, as usual, Tyler, we've got the announced release games we're looking forward to from the week, so what looks good?
Well, a lot of the games that look good have not confirmed that they're coming over here, which is upsetting. One Piece Pirate... Well, actually, wait, did that get... I don't think it did. One Piece Pirate Warriors 3. I don't think it did, but I'm excited for that. I'm hoping that it gets brought over here. I enjoyed the first one. Gotta remember the name. One Piece Unlimited World Red. There we go. I still need to play more of that as well. I'd love for God Eater 2 Rage Burst to come here as well, because that looks awesome. Obviously, Sword Art Online, Lost Song, the regular at Magic High School, those games, I'm crossing my fingers along with Digimon. All of those Bandai games right there. What was that one that you were... Steins Gate, yeah. I haven't played a visual novel in a while. I also need to buy Danganronpa 2, which I have not bought yet.
What? What the hell's wrong with you, Tyler? You should be playing Danganronpa 2 right now.
Hold on, let's go look on Amazon right now. We're doing this together.
This is blasphemy.
We're doing this together, team. I'm looking at the price. Danganronpa. Danganronpa 2. Oh,
you know what?
It's on sale.
If Tyler does not buy Danganronpa 2 right now, all you listeners should start the hashtag Tyler buy Dangan and just tweet at him with it. And I'll keep it going. I'll make sure to retweet your tweets if you include me.
Oh god, it's on sale 25% right now, or 25% off.
25% off what?
Of its original price. So it's $40 originally. It's $30 right now.
So $30.
Yeah.
You should buy it, Tyler.
I don't have the money.
You should buy it, Tyler.
I'll buy it soon.
Hey, Tyler, you should buy it.
Going on, what are you excited for, Kyle?
For you to buy it so we can talk about it. We still haven't talked about it.
You need to get The Wolf Among Us.
Couple days, Tyler.
Buy it.
For sure.
Buy it.
I'm not gonna buy it. I know I'm getting it for Christmas.
Open your present.
Fuck you.
Open your present. Everyone
No.
sent Kyle a tweet to open his present early.
Okay, come on. Who's gonna who are you gonna follow here? The guy who tells you to tweet at Tyler to get one of the best games ever, or the guy that says open your present and ruin Christmas because he's a Christmas ruiner? Who are you gonna trust? This guy right here.
Who are you gonna call?
Ghostbusters.
Tokyo Twilight. Ghostbusters.
Ghost Hunters.
That's the one. Anyways, what are you excited for, Kyle?
I'm excited for a lot of stuff, Tyler.
Name
so
them
much
off.
stuff. All right. Ollie Ollie 2. Super excited for that. I can't wait for that. I've been playing Ollie Ollie 2 not this week, but last week and the week before. And I'm trying to hone my skills because I want to be ready for when 2 comes.
You mean you've been playing 1?
Yeah.
Okay, you said you were playing 2.
Oh, I thought I said I was playing the original.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I was playing the original. There you go.
Alright, I was like, wait a minute, what? You fucker?
I wish I had to. I wish. I would need a dev Vita for that at this point.
Oh,
and
boy.
Nobody's given me one. Yet. But anyway.
Wait.
So
Didn't, what's his face? Oh, God. What was his name? Who was with us? Who did we interview from Roll 7? It's on the tip of my tongue.
Simon?
Yes, that's the guy. He said he was going to send us some Vitas with it on it, remember? Probably joking,
Yeah,
but...
we should contact him about
Yeah,
that.
we should bug him. Where's our Vitas with not Roll 7, with Roll 7 in it? Where's our Vitas with all
Your
our
whole team. We want a whole dev team in a Vita.
Hey, I'll just make them develop me a game.
That's right.
Anyways.
Ollie Ollie 3. No, I'm kidding.
Alright, continue.
Alright, moving on. Alright, so, of course, Sword Art Online, and the regular at Magic High School. I want them both, and I hope that they bring the regular over. Although I'm pretty sure they're bringing Sword Art, so we're cool there. I still have to play Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 1, but I'm interested in the second one if the first one's really good, so a lot of people say it is. I have to try and see.
Yeah.
That'll hopefully be what I'll be doing over the next couple of weeks once I finish Tales of Hearts R. Also, we've got Tokyo Twilight Ghost Hunters, which looks really interesting to me. Steins Gate, which looks really interesting to me, especially since I've seen the anime, and though I'm not quite convinced the anime is the greatest, I think they can do a better job with the game. Also, Digimon Story, as we keep saying, every time they release some stuff on this, we like it a little bit more, so somebody better get on that. And X-Blade's Lost Memories, I'm super excited for that. Yeah, and Baboon, but we're still waiting on North American release date. So
Yeah. So we're pretty much all on the same page. Maybe 1 or 2 games we aren't.
But there's a lot of stuff there that, like, I mean, we talk about every week that I'm like, holy crap, I gotta get these games. So.
Yeah, I mean, we're already getting ready to fill up our backlog some more.
Yep.
It's exciting.
I need like somewhere where I'm really close to a black hole, so time slows down. I can just.
There you go.
Somebody invented black hole close to Earth. No, I'm kidding.
Or you could just move closer to the equator.
Then you're going faster, and then
Wait.
that's.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Anywho.
I'll just shut up.
Yeah. I guess we're moving on to the next talking point, which is kind of a talking point and kind of a news point, but we usually include it with the talking points, and that's the PlayStation Store top downloads for the previous month. So we're looking at November 2014, and this is what happened. So it definitely should have been expected, but Minecraft is still number 1 in both regions this month. Go ahead and clap, Tyler. Alright, that's enough. So you Vita owners are obviously addicted to building because I don't get it. But anyway, moving on. As for new releases, Tales of Hearts R rockets to number 2 in North America and number 16 in Europe. The Binding of Isaac Rebirth debuts at number 3 in both regions. Senran Kagura Bon Appetit takes number 7 in North America. And Home takes number 10 on that same chart. So tons of changes this month, so here are the full lists. North American PlayStation Vita Top 10. Number 1 is Minecraft. Number 2 is Tales of Hearts R. Number 3 is The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Number 4 is Freedom Wars. Number 5 is Batman Arkham Origins Blackgate. Number 6 is Sword Art Online Hollow Fragment. Number 7 is Senran Kagura Bon Appetit. Number 8 is Lego Marvel Superheroes. Number 9 is Soul Sacrifice Delta. And number 10 is Home, a unique horror adventure. As for Europe, the PS Vita Top 20, because they like to list more than North America, is number 1 is Minecraft. Number 2 is Killzone Mercenary. Number 3 is The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Number 4 is Freedom Wars. Number 5 is Disgaea 4, A Promise Revisited. Number 6 is Gravity Rush. Number 7 is FIFA 15 Legacy Edition. Number 8 is World Rally Championship 4. Number 9 is Worms Revolution Extreme. Number 10 is Persona 4 Golden. Number 11 is Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Number 12 is Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair, which Tyler needs. Number 13 is Real Boxing. Number 14 is Sword Art Online Hollow Fragment. Number 15 is Dead Nation. Number 16 is Tales of Hearts R. Number 17 is Akiba's Trip Undead and Undressed. Number 18 is Call of Duty Black Ops Declassified. Number 19 is Dragon's Crown. And rounding out the 20 is The Walking Dead, the complete first season. So what do you think about that list, Tyler? What's good?
It's very interesting for Europe and a little bit in North America. But I have a feeling it's to do with holidays coming up pretty soon. But obviously, these aren't physical versions, so people might be getting their money early, sneaking presents like Kyle should, to get The Wolf Among Us, right? Right?
No. That's enough out of you, Tyler.
Okay.
I'm thinking what actually influenced these ones to some of those odd games at the list, like FIFA 15 Legacy Edition. And Batman Arkham Origins Blackgate, which did not deserve to be in any top 10. Those getting pushed up the list is sales, so I'm pretty sure there were sales on those games, so that's why they're there. And a lot of the other games that aren't new games are there. But Sword Art Online hangs on, and I think it had a sale, but not until this month. So
yeah, I think it's on sale right now, actually.
Yeah, so if you don't have that, go get that. But anyway, yeah, it really wasn't too surprising of a list, although it was kind of surprising that Senran Kagura Bon Appetit reached number 7 in North America and didn't even make the 20 in Europe. I was kind of disappointed.
Is it out in Europe?
I think it is.
Maybe it's not even out in Europe.
I'm pretty sure it is, man.
Maybe I'm just crazy.
I don't know. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it is. I think they were just like, boobs, because they see so much, because they're Europeans.
That might be it.
Yeah, that's probably it. Anywho. Yeah. So I think that's it for that. Unless you have something to add, Tyler?
Nah, I'm good. I think we should head on to the listener mail. We got a couple of them here.
Alright, sounds like a plan. So, first listener mail here is from Gasper, and he starts with a joke. So Kratos threw a grenade and killed 16 mortals. After that, the grenade detonates. True story. He continues on. Oh yeah? Question and answers. What do you guys think about us idiots paying for PSN and Xbox Live if the servers are worse than in last gen when the service was free? Not to mention, it's getting hacked every second month alongside the regular downtime. And on top of that, PlayStation Plus has been lacking on good content these past 4 months, while Games with Gold was a joke from the beginning. Am I the only one with this mindset? You also think we're getting ripped off? Peace, Gasper. So what do you think, Tyler?
Huh. It is very frustrating with how much the PSN is down lately. I don't know what it is, but the only thing I can really think of maybe is with the PlayStation 4. It's a whole new system, and getting that to work, that being their main focus, might be just messing us other people up. I don't really know about Xbox Live because I don't play the Xbox, so I really don't know what's up with them. They've got their 300,000 servers or whatever. They should be fine. But yeah, it's pretty upsetting. The lack of PlayStation Plus stuff, for me, it's been pretty good. But I mean, it's all depending on what you've bought in already, what you find appealing and what you don't find appealing. Like this month, it's not good for me, but I've had some decent months in the past, so you know, you give what you get, or you get what you give. I don't know. Some saying I can't think of. Games with gold, that's again, you know, Xbox. I don't really know what they're giving for games with gold, but at least they're taking a step to give gamers that have a gold subscription free games. So, I mean, what? Can't really complain with that. With something you're already having to pay with if you want to play games online on the Xbox. So I don't know. What about you, Kyle? Are we getting ripped off? What did you think about all this?
All right, well, start off, I'm not an Xbox Live player. I've never had an Xbox. I never will have an Xbox. So I have no opinion on any Xbox services, whatever, other than the fact that I don't want to pay for them. So other than that, I had nothing to say on Xbox, so we'll just skip that part. But as for PlayStation Network, and it getting hacked every second month, and the servers and stuff being worse, and the downtime, yeah, like, I mean, we're in a digital age now where, you know, people are playing online and using things that are, you know, have to go through somebody else's server and stuff like that. Like, I mean, Sony's like providing a service to us through their servers. It's not like they're just like, oh yeah, we're the guys that are connecting you to this other guy, and then you connect and that's it, right? Like, there's actually some backbone that they have to provide, and in a digital age, there's ways to cripple that backbone, and one of the ways is DDoS, and that seems to be what they're getting a lot. As for the hacking, people keep bringing this up, and the hack that is going on, I guess, and the hack that has happened in recent times is Sony Pictures, not Sony Computer Entertainment America or Sony Computer Entertainment of any kind. So has nothing to do with that. That's secondary. We haven't been confirmed to be hacked in a long time by anybody. So yeah, I think that's kind of a secondary issue. But it going down and all the maintenance, I agree. It seems like there's a lot more maintenance than there should be, and they pick horrible days for it. Like when it's a friggin' holiday, they like to put a maintenance right in the middle of the day for some reason, which, you know, people that are at home and want to play games and it's a holiday, that's probably when they're going to be playing. So that's not the greatest idea. I have to agree there. As for the issues with different things on different servers and stuff like that, I think it's partly Sony and partly whoever developed the game and is responsible for the backbone on that end. Like, I mean, not all the blame can go to Sony for everything unless it's their fault, and it not always is. So maybe, yeah, kind of sucks that it happens, but shit happens, and I guess I can deal with it. So it's not too grating on me. As for PlayStation Plus, I agree. There hasn't been a whole lot free on PlayStation Plus that I've picked up recently. But I get my money's worth through discounts and not the free games that I get for subscribing. That's kind of a bonus if something good comes up that I haven't bought. So I don't know. It depends what you're using the service for, how you're coming at it, where you're spending your money. If you're a physical only person who doesn't buy anything on the PSN and you're just looking for free games, then it's probably not the best. I don't know. Depends what you want from it. I like it.
Yeah. And with the whole thing with making you have to have a PlayStation Plus subscription to play online, I can see that being frustrating, but I don't know. I've had Plus for a very long time, and it's just been a thing. So I'm getting free games and discounts on games. I find it really worth it, but yeah.
Your mileage may vary.
Yes.
It's a common thing that comes between anything when you're buying something and you're supposed to get enjoyment out of it. Nobody's the same. Everyone's mileage may vary.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to the next one, I guess. Right, Tyler? Right?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. So this one's via Twitter. Xtema at us again, at Xtema on Twitter, and he says, "Should I trade my Vita? I think my circle button's broke, thanks to Freedom Wars." So what do you got to say to that, Tyler?
Someone's been mashing that circle button, chopping off those limbs. That sucks. Hopefully it's just, maybe it's dirty. Maybe you need to blow in that circle button. I don't know. That really does suck though if it's broken because of that. But yeah, maybe call Sony. Maybe they'll have you send it to them and they'll fix it cheaper than trading in your Vita and buying a new one. Personally, I would say don't be that guy that trades a broken system to GameStop or wherever you are, and then someone else buys it and gets a broken circle button Vita, because then that person's possibly first experience on the Vita is going to be a broken Vita. But it's your money, it's your decision, so yeah, that sucks if it actually is broken.
Yeah, I agree. That sucks if it's broken. If you're just kind of joking, then
Yeah.
Well, anyway, but if it's actually broken, then I don't think you should trade it. Probably your best bet would just be to part it out. There's lots of people that have problems with their Vita, like you have, and are tech savvy enough to pull their stuff apart and kind of, get what they need out of it. So I'd sell it to somebody for parts, get what, part of the money back that you put into it, put it towards another Vita, and get back into it. That's what I do.
Boom. Look at Kyle.
All right. So I think that's the plan.
Let us know what you decide.
Yeah, there you go, Xtema. Let us know what you decide, but that sounds like an idea to me. Moving on, the next tweet is from Jordan Haynes at Lamable, and he says, what are your thoughts on Sony Xperia, and will this affect Vita sales?
So there's a dog whining. I have no idea why. Unless an alarm's going off.
We're talking about Xperia, and the dog's like, Xperia.
Yeah. Anyways, Xperia, blah, blah, blah. No, I don't think so. They're two different types of tech, each offering their own unique stuff. I'm at a lack of good words to use right now, but I don't think so. I can't even think of why, but I don't think so. I think the Vita has its own market and its own needs and wants, and the Sony Xperia has its own thing that it does and can't do the things the Vita can do, and it can do things the Vita can't do. So I don't think it's taking away or helping.
Yeah, I guess I'll jump in there.
Yeah, please do.
So, he doesn't mention it here, but I assume he's referring to remote play and the fact that Sony Xperia devices support remote play.
Ah, that's a key fact.
But even so, I'm still going to say no, because
there's no buttons.
Even if there is buttons, they aren't going to be proper buttons. Even if they are proper buttons, they're not going to be the same size as the Vitas. There's a whole bunch of things that you have to consider here, whether or not somebody's going to go, yeah, I'm going to get this, compromised device where you're compromising to get the functionality all in one device, or I'm going to get this sweet Vita and this sweet phone. I don't know. I'd go for the sweet Vita and the sweet phone, because I don't really play on my phone anyway, so it'd just be for a show, and then I'd just be playing the Vita and then whatever, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't think it'll affect Vita sales. Might affect how many people use remote play, but other than that, no.
Well, all right.
All right, moving on to what I think is the last bit of listener mail here.
Oh, wait. I realized why he said Llama Bowl.
Because it's at Llama Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not notice that. Anyway, sorry, continue.
Anywho. So our last tweet here is from Jungle Liam, and he's on the TBL team. He's at Liam Hangover on Twitter, and he says, I hope this is jokingly, what would you prefer, a horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
Well, first of all, it's Jingle Liam, not Jungle Liam.
Did I say jungle?
You did say jungle.
Oh, it's because I was watching Death Proof earlier.
Okay.
That'll do it. Jungle Julia.
Julia. That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. I think I would like to have a horse. No. Oh my god. 100 duck-sized horse. Oh my god. A horse-sized duck would be terrifying. I'll go with 100 duck-sized horses because those would probably be adorable. And I could probably sell each one of them for tons of money and then keep one of them. What about you, Kyle?
So you stole my plan, other than to keep one of them, because I don't give two shits about duck-sized horses. So I'd sell 100 duck-sized horses, make profit, spend it on Vita games.
There you go.
Don't worry about the rest.
Or you could get the horse-sized duck and rule the world.
No, I think the horse-sized duck might rule the world.
That might be true.
You'd come up to it and you'd be like, "Move, duck," and he'd be like, "Quack!"
And then kill you with one snap.
Yeah, kill you with his beak or something.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. Not good times, Tyler. Not good times.
No. not holiday spirit at all.
Nope.
All right. Well, thank you, Jingle Liam, for that interesting question. So let's move it along to check this out, and it's me this week. So I think you should check out Kyle's favorite game, Terraria. It's on sale right now, so go buy it. It's really cheap. I think it's like $4.50 if you have Plus, and it's like $6 if you don't. So I mean, it's pretty cheap. It's originally $15, so I mean, good deal right there.
Yep.
That's pretty much all I have to really say about it. It's a fun game. If you like Minecraft, you like building stuff, go grab it. Kyle has a ton to say about it.
Yeah.
He's tagged it. That's about all he knows about it.
I've tagged it. I know it's called Terraria, and I know there's an update called 1.2. That's all I know about it.
Alright, well, let's get out of here. So, you can find all the stories we talked about on the VitaLounge.net. We're all on Twitter. Just look up at the Vita Lounge. I'm at Mr. PSVita Reviews. Kyle is at Teflon Tactics. We're on Facebook. Just search the Vita Lounge. We're on YouTube, youtube.com/loungeplay. We post lounge plays up there. We post videos of games that are coming out soon. Like a little, oh god, what's the word? Montage. There we go. A little montage of upcoming games. And we got one in the works, so look out for a new one of those pretty soon. We also post the VitaCast on there, so if that's your method of listening to us, you should have all the episodes up now, so you can listen to all of them. Yeah. Also join the forum, thevitalounge.net/forum. Sign up, join the conversation, introduce yourself, and talk about the Vita. We're on iTunes. Just look up the Vita Lounge, rate us, subscribe to us, let us know how we're doing. It really would be appreciative. We're out of here. Kyle sucks.
Tyler sucks.
He was
VitaCast rules, but Tyler totally sucks.
Okay. Anyways, I'll edit that out.
Fine, Tyler, you don't suck. just for Christmas, though. After Christmas, you suck again.
Oh. Screw you.